What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. Today, we're hanging out with the homie Brutal. What's good, bro?
What's good, man? It's good to be here again.
It's good to have you back on the channel. It is a week till Christmas. Literally, we are a week away from Christmas Day. The 10th anniversary is a month away. Like, the banners will drop in exactly a month and 10 days. For part one's banners. And we've got some news. Like, Dokkan actually dropped a little secret. I can't find the actual video of it. But courtesy of Retsu151003 on X, he's got a couple clips screenshotted. Now, as we know, we've had the Saiyan Saga. We've had Namek Saga. We had a couple Namek Saga. Right now, we've got Cell Saga. We've got Kami here from when he sensed Cell while the androids were a big threat. This scene is actually from the anime, as you can tell. It's not from a Dokkan. There's no Dokkan content here the way it's animated. However, the next screenshot taken is the physical Piccolo and the Strength 18. The Pepe Gal Strength 18. In the back here, you see a lot more like Cell Saga, like Gohan right here. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I think... No, that's not Cell. Thought that was Cell for a second.
Yeah, I was going to say, looks like Android Saga to me. Like,
yeah, I think that's Trunks Gohan, actually. I think that's future Gohan and Trunks. The AGLLR. Like, this is the Cell Saga. And right here, this basically says, celebrate the 10th anniversary, something huge is coming. So, right here, as he says, what's next? Boo Saga.
I think so.
I think so. And you know who's in the Boo Saga that we all want for Dokkan?
Kid Boo.
Yes.
And Vegito.
But Super Vegito. Now, I've been watching, Nano, Truth, everybody's videos, looking at ideas, seeing what other people are talking about here. Nano's most recent video on it, I really liked his idea of, like, a Goku and Vegeta card that you can swipe in multiple directions and go with either Vegito or Gogeta. That would be fire. Because then you can still get Kid Buu in there. I do like the idea of a Super and Extreme class headliners. So LR Kid Buu would be fire, but I'm not going to be upset if we don't get Kid Buu.
Yeah, same.
Kid Buu will not upset me at all during the 10th anniversary. A lack of...
It's funny, like, if I see it, I'm going to think it's fake for, like, probably the first...
Bro, we're going to watch the Dokkan Now producer's letter that's coming up in, 5 days? And they're going to be like, LR Kid Buu! And it'll be like, that's cap. Show it to me at Battle Hour. And then at Battle Hour...
Animation.
Then at Battle Hour, they're going to show Kid Buu for real. And we're like, that's fake. That can't be real. We're not going to believe it's LR Kid Buu until we get him. And watch, he's going to be free to play. Watch, it's the free to play LR's Kid Buu.
Oh my god.
I think I would actually be mad. I think that would actually make... Unless he's godly. Like, if he's like actual like god level as a free to play LR, I wouldn't be mad. But it would be so on brand. It would be so on brand for the trolling.
It'd be like 100% a troll.
Yeah, 100%. But I'd be here for it. I'd be down for it. I would be more upset if he is free to play than not available at all.
Yeah.
But I also don't know how hard I would actually summon for an LR Kid Buu. Like, let's be realistic here. The Extreme Class Buu Saga Majin Power team is a good team.
It is.
Like, Super Buu here is really solid. Here, let's pull up Majin Power, right, just to get a quick peek here. Physical Buuhan, really good.
Yep.
He aged the best out of the two from last year.
For sure.
Still good. Exactly. Evil Buu, Fat Buu, with like an LR Kid Boo, and of course Tech
I
Mr.
still
Boo.
love that the exchange boo. I still like that unit, even though it's aged a little bit. I still.
Oh yeah, yeah. I still use him. I think he's solid. He is definitely a floater for me, but I think he's solid. He rounds up the team. Like he'd probably be the one I cut for Kid Boo.
Oh yeah.
But like, do I need? How hype would an LR Kid Boo? Like, of course, LR Kid Boo. He's game breaking. He's best unit in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna summon. Obvious. I'm gonna summon regardless.
He's got like a. He's the first like 300% leader.
Right.
Like,
I mean, I'd summon regardless. I'd summon regardless for him. Because that's just how I do. I'm going to summon for units. It's what I enjoy. I like summoning. I don't like the summoning aspect, but I like pulling units. I think it's fun.
Right.
So yeah, I'd summon for an LR Kid Boo. But like,
you seen that meme of the credit card where they hit it on the table? That's
yeah.
like me.
That's me with Dokkan. Yeah. I'll be walking down the street, trip, fall, hit the sales tab. Double click my face cam to authorize a purchase. I rock an iPhone. Yeah, I would be like double click as I'm falling. I'm gonna fall, and then after the stones are purchased, my phone's gonna shatter. So I'm gonna have to go buy a new phone.
Oh God. You got insurance.
For real though. But Kid Boo, like this was the last Dokkan Fest Kid Boo.
Poor guy.
We got him. He was a New Year's unit on JP. He was April 1st on Global. Let's see. He was good on release up until he got power crept out by Red Zone.
I was gonna say,
like him and that physical Goku were really fun.
Yeah, for like a month.
For like a week and a half on JP.
I was gonna say it wasn't very long.
Like at least on Global, you got him in April, so you had all of May and most of June before the anniversary began. Yeah, y'all got 2 months on him, and honestly, because that was the year Tanabata was, I was still a Global main actually then, so I got to enjoy him on Global for as long as you did. Yeah. But I also did have a JP alt like that I was like super free to play on, and just casually grinded that I like uninstalled because it wasn't a good account. When I moved over to become a JP main, because I moved over to become a JP main when Vegeta Trunks dropped. They had actually already been come and gone, and we were on Tech Pan when I pulled the trigger. But the account I got already had them, so I was like, all right, cool. That was a requirement for me to pick it up.
Right.
But like his kit was really good for the time. 180% attack and defense, like that's still decent even now. If the stats were like up there. Additional 30% attack and defense with each attack performed. So you have 300% attack and defense. With a guaranteed additional, that's a medium chance to be a super. Healing, great chance to nullify unarmed super attacks. He's got a good kit for an easy A too, which is really nice. And then his active skill. Yes. His active skill is just dumb. Another additional 20% permanent boost. Yeah. If you have a boost saga enemy, or you get hit 6 times. Like, his easy A would go hard right now. It's a little early for his easy A. It's in the realm of possibility now, but it's still a little early.
Right. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping him and the Goku would get an easy A.
But if we got an LR Kid Boo, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for it, but I don't know how hype I'd be. Like, would an LR Kid Boo be more hype than Super Vegeta, Super Vegito, and Super Gogeta standalone? Like, LRs that don't transform, that are Super Saiyan, Gogeta, and Vegito by themselves. I think that's more hype for me. That's more, why am I on the Dokkan Wiki? Bro, I went too far back.
But at the same time, Even though I feel like the fusions would be more hype, it's like I'd still be happy with it. But like I said, I would have to, like I said, I'd have to see it in the game to believe it's real.
Yeah, agreed. I'd be happy with it. I'd summon for it. If it was actually there, I'd be all for it. I just don't know how hype I'd be. Like, Broly was super hype for me. Tech Broly, oh man, I loved this card when he dropped. I wanted it. Base Broly, I was like, oh, I can run him right away.
Yeah, and then he just tanks.
Bro, I kind of wish the TUR art was his main art, but like also, why is he taking a deuce? Bro looks like he's constipated as all hell.
Yeah, he does.
But like that TUR art on the throne, like if that had the LR treatment, that would be so fire.
Oh yeah.
That's just me. But like he was super hype. The Goku, Gohan, Trunks, they were super hype. Like the Z Broly movie one, getting these three together while Vegeta and Piccolo were fucking off on their own, and then they got a TUR for them. I was like, yeah, that's on brand. I like that.
Yep.
Part 2 wasn't as hype for me with the Broly. The Gohan was. The Broly was whatever. I rainbowed all 4 of them. I rainbowed everything on those banners.
Right.
I rainbowed the Videl. I rainbowed the Piccolo Vegeta. They were hype. They were so hype. Broly was less hype, but the fact that this Broly existed to sit right next to him was like, all right, I'm gonna go for it. That made him more hype. Then we got an LR Bio Broly, which I think is just hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's free to play, but I'm really like I think it's a good thing to have him. If we get Boo Saga as the main part 1 of the 10th anniversary, let's take a quick peek at the Boo Saga as a whole. It has been gassed up all year.
Oh yeah.
Alright, here we go. Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
Yep.
Gotenks. Even this Gohan. Ultimate Gohan.
Yep.
Of course. The Broly movie Gohan.
Which was cool that he went under that category.
Yeah. And then you've also got units like the Dragon Fist Strength Goku from last year's New Year's. He got added. The physical Goten and Trunks who Easy Aid got added to it. Like, that's going to be insane.
Yeah, it's going to be a strong team, especially if that's part 1, yeah.
It is. And, like, so you get, like, that as a super, you get Super Vegito, and you get Kid Buu. So you've got the Extreme Class Buu Saga team's also been gassed up. Int Buu, not as good. Like, when he revives, he's good. He's goated. Till he revives, not so much. I don't know how I feel about him pre-revival. He sucks. Like, against the hardest content in the game, he ain't him.
No.
He just ain't him. We're gonna open those for something else in a moment. Back to the Boo Saga. Gotenks, insanely good dodge or die unit. But instead of dodge, it's tanking. It's the same premise though.
Yep.
Same premise though. 777% defense.
When he does the mouth blast.
Oh my god, yo, the counter, the super attack counter where he gets hit with a beam super, so good. So good. And if you get 24 key with him or you use your active skill that turn, it's a guaranteed crit counter too.
Yep.
That's great. That's great. Like Goku Frieza fight. Now I know we're talking a lot about the Goku Frieza fight. But like real quick, that ain't gonna matter come the 10th anniversary. Let's pop right here right quick. Cause, last year we got the movie bosses Red Zone boss rush.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even the hardest thing in the game. Like, we got that plus. We got a pretty decent boss Blue Zone with Beast.
Yep.
Now, we're going to probably get another Blue Zone this year. I expect like the Boo Saga Blue Zone.
Yep.
If Super Vegito's the part 1.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But we're gonna get this. The boss rush for GT Red Zone.
Yep.
So, Legic, Lud, Rildo, Baby, Super 17, probably gonna be like Ice and Nova.
Yep.
You're not gonna fight all the Shadow Dragons, it'll probably just be Ice and Nova. And then Omega.
I can see that.
Like, that's gonna be such a good fight. And this will probably be like one of the hardest. This will be the hardest long form content in the game until Tenabata, probably. And then the Blue Zone Boo Saga, because we got a Red Zone Boo Saga. We don't have a Blue Zone yet.
Yep.
Where we fight Super Vegito, which like we get a brand new Super Vegito. That's perfect. Yeah, and like the final fight is the 8th anniversary. GT Bomb or Z Bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, I said GT because I got this up.
Yeah.
But like, thank you, Gotenks. You were very helpful. Like Gotenks is so good. Boo Saga makes a lot of sense for what's gonna come. I think part 1, realistically, this would be the ideal version of the game for me. Part 1 is Dragon Ball Z, Boo Saga, Vegito, Kid Boo.
Yep.
Carnival Kid Boo is fine. With the Dokkan Fest Vegito. Vegito should be the Dokkan Fest here.
Yep.
But part 2, I think, is a toss-up. A lot of people want... Kaioken Goku into Super Saiyan and Final Form Frieza into full power Frieza. I'm one of those people. We talked about this earlier in preparation for your next video, which everyone who's watching should go check that out when he releases.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna shout you out, buddy. You know that.
I appreciate that, man.
But I think the real ideal part 2 is either Super Gogeta and Janemba.
Yep.
Carnival Gogeta leading Fuse Fighters. So you get Vegito, you get the gods, Super Saiyan gods, and you get the Super Saiyan monkeys, who are going to EZA. I don't know how they're going to change them. Probably going to be like a 4 key.
Yeah.
Or like 3 key. Or it's 3 key 170, and then like an additional 2 key plus 30% for the 200% leads. Like, that's the only thing I can think of without power creeping the game out.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see how they do it, but...
Yeah, but... But let's go back to the categories right here and pull up movie bosses and movie heroes, which isn't going to help me too much, but here, we'll start movie bosses. It would be a Dokkan Fest Fat Janemba. Or, cool. I mean, like, we already have a Dokkan Fest Janemba that transforms into Super Janemba. But I think it should be like a turn 1 Fat Janemba that's basically Tech Broly, but Janemba flavored.
Like, lets you transform right away if you want.
And also an insane turn 1 god. Like, defensive god will eat or counter every super.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Like, tank and counter. Or dodge and counter. All supers. Because, like, the Fat Janemba's a beast. He's so hard to kill. Like, Goku couldn't damage him. Goku and Pikkon did not damage him in the movie.
No.
And he also needs his EZA. Him and Pikkon would also EZA with that, which, fire. Down for that. But Corroded Body and Mind does need a new leader. And this Janemba's EZA will be legendary. With his guard and his support. Like,
oh, yeah, he'll be good.
Like, he's going to be so good. He's going to be a tier 1 tank when he EZAs.
I was thinking about that a while back, though. We need a new LR Pikkon.
I don't want to see Pikkon as the LR for an anniversary.
Nah, I just mean it.
I'd be down for an LR Pikkon as like a part 2 Yellow Coin LR
Yeah.
Or even like a Tanabata Carnival LR.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But like here, let's
LR somewhere though.
Let's pull them up right quick. Just pull up PyCon, and we're also gonna pull up a Super Gogeta. Where's Tech Gogeta? There he is. He's right in front of my face. That's the good. All right, so PyCon, Connected Hope or Otherworld Warrior 200% Carnival LR. That'd be dope for him in the future. But his EZA is also gonna be insane. Like where's 150? That's gonna be better. Support with 3 or more type, with a high chance to dodge at 4 key. That's probably gonna be like 3 key with a better chance to dodge. Probably like a 70% chance. Probably be a great chance instead of a high chance. And seals the attack with the Rainbow Key Sphere. Units that have this as their active skill, so PyCon, the Tech Androids, Fat Boo, they will always age well.
Yep.
And his EZA will be legendary with that, especially because I feel like these conditions are gonna change.
Yeah, they'll change that.
It'll probably be like a higher HP threshold. And this might even be like the 3rd turn from the start of battle. This won't change. The only he's got 3 mandatory conditions that need to be met.
Yep.
1 enemy with 50% or more HP. It'll probably be like 30% or more.
Yeah, make it a little easier.
And with the 4th turn from the start of battle will probably be the 3rd turn. So his next rotation. That's how I do his EZA for his active skill. And just give him big numbers and more dodge. I think he's fine. But here we go. We do not have a standalone LR, Super Gogeta, or Super Vegito. And if we get a Transforming Janemba, a Carnival Fused Fighters leader, 200% Fused Fighters, right here, Gogeta, you get so many good things out of him. Great resistance attack. So you don't even we don't even care about his kit here. It's the character. But all right, Link skill, Golden Warrior, Kamehameha, Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighter, Fierce Battle, Prepared for Battle, Legendary Power. Those links are perfect. Give him 7 out of 7 with the new LR.
Yep.
And you put them here on Fuse Fighters. Let's look at what Fuse Fighters has to offer for just the last year. Gotenks, Gogeta, these 2 to EZA, Tech Gogeta. Their boost is going to be gone by then, by the anniversary, so we're not going to count them. Yep. We're not going to count these 2 who are boosted as much as we'd like to.
Yep.
This amazing support unit for accelerated battle, because Piccolo. The heroes, Vegito. There's so many good units on Fused Fighters that their EZA is going to be legendary too.
Yep.
But there's this guy. Who needs the EZA, which is
he does.
What I'm hoping we're going to see for the New Year celebration being GT. That's my hope. I don't think GT should be part of the anniversary outside of the EZA this year.
Yep.
Though it is on brand for even years to be GT. Even years have always had a GT character. Year 2 was the Dokkan Fest Goku and Vegeta TURs. Year 4 was the Goku Vegeta LR. Year 6 was actually no GT. It was the only year without GT. Because that was Universe Survival Saga exclusively.
Right.
It was UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta. What was the Part 2 LR for that? Then we got the EZA for... Oh, it was 17 Golden Frieza and Universe 17.
Yeah.
And we got the EZA for... The first LR EZA for a Summonable LR, which was Goku Frieza.
Right.
Which, wasn't great, but was great at the time. Was good at the time. But he needs his EZA. He needs to be relevant. And I think he'd be a perfect enough Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta representation by himself to go with these boys.
Yeah, he would.
Like Super Saiyan, Shocking Speed, Kamehameha, Saiyan Roar, Fierce Battle, GT. Where'd he go? He's right here. Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, Over the Flash, GT, Fuse Fighter. They don't have in Fierce Battle. He doesn't have Saiyan Roar. Oh, wow. Why don't you have Saiyan Roar?
There's some people thinking, like, with the characters you got there, they're going to be part 1, like Vegito and Super Gogeta.
Yeah.
And I've seen people think that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and then Blue Vegito will be part 2. I just don't know if I'd see them doing a whole, like, fusion thing for the whole thing, though.
I don't want to see... so I do want fusion to be the main focus.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want 4 fusion characters, part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, part 2 is hard to predict. They could do Daima, or they could do something completely different. Like I said, they could do Super Saiyan Goku. You never know what the part 2. The part 2 is hard to predict.
Yeah, actually, here's a good point. Good question. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Does he have a standalone LR? No.
No.
I could see him getting a standalone LR. With a summable LR Vegito Blue.
Yeah. I mean, it would be hype. It would pull numbers for sure.
It would. I mean, those...
Fusion.
Those would be very solid. All 4 fusions. Like, fusions make money. Anniversaries make money. Combine them, make lots of money. The writing's on the wall. Fusion is the theme. Whether it's Boo Saga, like, I'm still inclined to believe that the Boo Saga's gonna have something to do with it. But is it just for Vegito, or is it gonna be LR Kid Boo? And
I don't know.
what would I prefer? In the perfect world, like I said, it's Vegito and Kid Boo, Gogeta Janemba.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's not going to be like all fusion characters,
That's my dream.
I would want what you're wanting. Like, I would want your like number 1 pick, but if it was a number 2, I would want it to be all the fusions.
So here's my thing though. If it's not gonna be, I don't want all 4 fusions no matter what. If it's not gonna be the ideal setting of Boo Saga, and the movie, Gogeta movie. God, why can't I remember the name of the movie? Doesn't matter.
Fusion Reborn.
That's the one. That's the one. Fusion Reborn. Thank you. It didn't matter, but you remembered, so it matters. If it's not going to be that for parts 1 and 2, I would prefer part 1 to be like what Nano said, like a Goku and Vegeta that you swipe up, you got Vegito, Super Vegito, animated Yosha. Or you swipe down, animated voice, I'm neither Kakarot, Goku, nor Vegeta. And I don't give you a name because I'm Gogeta and I am him.
Dude, that's like the perfect unit. Like, you just, like,
you choose.
Swipe into, and you get Super Vegito.
Yeah, I love
that. It
that.
would be even cooler if they had an active to go, like, from, like, Super Vegito to Blue, like, as well, dude. That would just, like, or whatever form they go. Dude, that would be crazy.
I mean, that would be cool. That would go hard, except Gogeta wouldn't work because, Angel.
Yeah.
And different color scheme on the jacket between the Super version and the Fusion Reward version.
Dude, that's a really cool idea for a unit, though.
But, like, hear me out. So you get that as a single part 1 unit. The other part 1 unit would be a base Goku and Vegeta. Swipe up Vegito Blue, swipe down, transform to Super Saiyan 4 Fusion into Gogeta.
Take my money.
Yeah, take my money. And then, like, part 2, you do something different. You do, like, the Goku and Frieza. Because we know at the end of the worldwide, the anniversary, rather, there's gonna be an EZA for the Namek Saga worldwide units. Almost guaranteed, like, as the EX part.
That's when you pull out the credit card, like you were saying the other day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep. Oh, what's that? Was that the black Mastercard? the black American Express card?
You've activated my trap card, Dokkan.
Yeah.
And it's a credit card.
Like, you give me those for part 1, and then you give me part 2, Goku and Frieza, and you make them busted. Like, that's the other thing. That's the other thing, because of how powerful that part 1 would be. The part 2 units will never out-hype it, so it needs to be, like, you need to beat hype with raw power. So you make, like, the best ever Frieza. You make the best ever Goku. You take this strength Goku's animations. His animations are perfect. They are good. Yeah. You take his transformation animation, and then you make it voiced, and you pull that iconic Sean Shamel for the global voice. You pull that iconic Masako Nozawa scream for the first ever Super Saiyan, and then
sick.
And then you have him active skill, you fool again. Like you can take his same active, or you make that a counter attack. You make that an actual counter. Like when you get hit with a beam super, you make him go through, do a nullification and counter with the you fool. I guess in global it'd be the you moron.
Yeah.
Because they went with the Kai dub and not the original Z dub. Which is fine. Like, you fool sounds better, but you moron's okay.
Yeah.
And, of course you get the Macchiato from Masako Nozawa on the JP side. You make that an active or a voiced counter attack. Because you could do that. You can absolutely do that. Again, and that would be where some of the budget that has gone to the end of this year into making that unit have that voice animation, and you give them like a dummy powerful Super Kamehameha, and I mean you can give them the same attacks, like change the animations, but you can be like, oh, Super Meteor.
There's so many good things. Like I was watching that a while back where he tells Frieza no more, and he like powers up and his muscle gets more strong and he just beats the crap out of him. Like there's so many animations they could do.
Yeah. And with Frieza, like the way I built this Frieza, he's final form Frieza, and he powers up to full power Frieza as an active. And
yeah, transformation, yeah.
And you make that an active skill you can activate turn 1, like right away. You just make it something he can do, and you make the final form Frieza like dummy tank. You make it like Tech Broly, turn 1 God tank. Or like Beast, turn 1 God tank, don't care. Because like it's the Frieza that survived the Genki Dama, it survived the Spirit Bomb. This is the Frieza that gives 0 fucks. And then you give him final form, right? And he's full body full power, and he's just a beater. Death beam and brutal beatdowns. And then you give him a revive.
Oh, that'd be sick.
The revive is when he cuts himself in half.
Yep.
And still fights. Like, he's still up there squaring up with just one arm and a floating body for like a few seconds.
Yep. That'd be cool, though.
But, like, you give him a revive and it's just, I cut myself in half. And then you give him, like, you give him just, like, the full power Death Ball and Death Beam. Things he can do with one hand. That
would be cool.
And you make...
I wouldn't be against it at all.
That'd be fine. But, like, they'd have to be dummy broken with beautiful animations, beautiful voiceovers. I honestly, for the global side, I would not want the original Frieza voice actor on this.
Nah.
I would want them to hire... Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Linda's, like, iconic. She's iconic. I love her Frieza. I grew up with her Frieza, but like, let's consistent up the voice actors now. Like, let's bring in the new voice actors.
Damon Mills he's so like close to Chris Ayers, like it's crazy.
Yeah, that's the big rest in peace, Chris.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Chris Ayers.
He's definitely doing that dude's voice justice. Like he's so close, it's crazy.
Now the other option for the anniversary, part 2
Daima.
is Daima.
And Tamagami.
Right around the not even the Tamagami. So like by that point in Daima, we will be nearing the final boss. We might even be in the final battle if they stretch it out a few fights. We can see this new fusion of Vegeta and Goku from the Pill Bug and keep the fusion theme versus Majin Ku, like full power Majin Ku, and like because we're gonna see him transform. He is a classic Toriyama villain right now. He is Pilaf Gang, Monster Carrot levels of comedy villain.
Yep.
And he's going to upgrade and eventually become the terrorizing Kid Buu, Perfect Cell, Frieza level villain that we expect.
That would be cool.
I also think we're realistically not going to see the kids much longer in the show. I think they're going to be kids for like the first half of the series. This is just my guess that the next 5 to 10 episodes max.
Like they get the Dragon Balls and...
Once they get the third Dragon Ball, they're going to wish to be adults. Because, like, they clearly, like, spoilers, but in episode 10, they basically say that that's their plan because Dende can't do anything as a baby.
No.
Like, they can't use their Dragon Balls, and if they use the Demon Realm Dragon Balls to become adults again, like, to face Majin Ku, they're gonna use the fusion bug, which will
like after they turn into adults.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be an adult Goku and an adult Vegeta, not a kid Goku and Vegeta. Though it might be a kid Goku and Vegeta who has to fuse, and while Piccolo takes the Dragon Balls to go and make the wish.
Yeah, good.
Because you might have to speak Namekian to make a wish on the Demon Dragon Balls.
True.
Like the Purunga Dragon Balls, like you might just need to speak Namekian. So you might have to take Piccolo, who's got Kami and Nail in him.
You only need the 3 Dragon Balls, right?
Yeah, it's only 3.
Yeah.
It's only 3, but you might have to speak Namekian because these are the first Dragon Balls. Canon fact, these existed before the Super Dragon Balls.
Right.
Because they existed before Zeno, his predecessor or father, I don't know, created the multiverse. I saw a great theory, by the way. I know we're like getting way off track here, but I saw a great theory that explained it was explaining like the gods of Dragon Ball in a corporate business sense, but like this one line stuck out for me. Zeno is a destroyer god. Zeno is on the same level, in the same line of Beerus in the Gods of Destruction, and Rymus is on the Supreme Kai side of that.
Yep.
So, like, there's always there's a balance. There's the absolute ruler of the universe, God of Destruction, Zeno, and Rymus, the creator of the universe.
Be a crazy theory.
I mean, like, it's just a neat, like, way he broke it down. I was like, I really like that Rymus created the multiverse, and Zeno was out here destroying parts of it.
Yep.
He erases things. Yes, he brings them back. He can create them because he's all-powerful.
Yep.
But his priority is destruction.
Yeah, he gets rid of what he needs to.
But this is a very likely part 2. Daima.
True.
Daima characters are very likely for part 2. Because that's going to be right near the finale. And you remember the last time Dokkan did a huge thing with the anime?
Yeah.
It was the Universe Survival Saga, UI Goku and Jiren.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That would be hype. We also know that, like, right around the part 2 banners is when the Dragon Ball Fusion card game drops new content, which has Daima cards, Vegito, Gogeta, Frieza, and Goku. So, like, there's a lot of potential for what can be tied in. But I realistically think Daima's a very real part 2 possibility.
It is.
Unless we get that announced for New Year's.
Yep.
And if we get that announced for New Year's, I'll be very disappointed that we're never going to see a fucking Dokkan Fest baby Vegeta.
Yeah. I really want baby.
I want a regular TUR Dokkan Fest baby. I don't want like an LR or DFE LR. I want TUR baby into Super Baby 2 along with Super Saiyan 3 into Super Saiyan 4 for the first time. You don't have to make them go Great Ape, but like there's that animation for the Great Ape that's in the game. That new not animation, mechanic for the Great Ape form.
Yeah. What
if that is a transformation? Active skill transform into Super Saiyan 4.
That'd be sick.
That's what that's okay. That's what I think 10th anniversary New Year's is going to be. A bait banner that is going to give us baby the TUR finally. And a transforming Super Saiyan 3 into Great Ape into Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah, I hope I have the ticket luck of the gods.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Tickets? What are those?
You don't get that on JP.
No, we do not. We do not get tickets, unfortunately.
Sure, if we could.
Though, if you watched my video on the 10 things Dokkan should do for the 10th anniversary, I think we should get tickets, guys. I think for the anniversary.
If they're going to sync it, I think they should just let y'all be able to buy tickets.
So
too.
I don't know what part of that is. I don't know what part of that is JP Gacha law.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't
must
know.
Be wild, like maybe.
But
like,
that's why I'm saying the free to play ones. But like giving them away every time you do a multi, making them free exclusively. Don't give us the purchasable tickets, but give us the ones we can use from summoning.
Yeah,
I think those would be fair.
They do on anniversary.
Yeah, like global, because you're not getting that on. Well, you still will, but like we thought that was gonna be a big thing. Like global wasn't gonna get that, and that was something like a lot of global players were like, I'm okay with giving that up to sync up the game, as long as you don't touch the purchase tickets. They didn't get rid of either because global gets the W here.
Yeah.
But like,
I think you all should get some kind of form of love though, like in that way though.
I think we need tickets. It'd be nice, but I'm watching Diamond. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I can't wait for the finale.
It's like I want to know what happens.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you want to know what happens? Nothing of consequence because Dragon Ball Super happens afterwards.
Yeah.
But like, I wonder if this bug is just gonna make Vegito. Like, this bug is actually what's in the Potara earrings, or the creation of the Potara earring. Like, I honestly think we're going to see a Vegito, and not a new fusion, by the by.
You think so?
I think so. Because, like, the bugs are never available ever again outside of the Demon Realm. So, like, giving us a completely different character that we can never see again in Dragon Ball Super would be kind of disappointing.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather see Super Vegito where, like, without the Potara earrings, but it's still Vegito because they ate the bug. And they explain that, well, the Glynn get their earrings from the Demon Realm, which I guess is, like, where these bugs come from, obviously. Like, they're connected to the earring in some way, shape, or form. The Glynn harness the bug's potential. And boom, you got some jank backstory explaining them away, and that's why you can get Vegito without earrings by them both eating a fusion bug. Or sharing a fusion bug. They have to split it in half or something.
Now, what are you going to do if they eat it and they turn it into Gogeta?
Dope! That would be stupid, because it has been established in the Toriyama written, assisted writing, Broly movie, where Gogeta was born.
Yeah. Like,
canonically, Gogeta's first ever Dragon Ball appearance, canonically, is Dragon Ball Super Broly, because he names himself there.
Yep.
He decides he needs a name. And, you know, that's a fusion dance. Like, that's something Daima Vegeta could learn.
Yeah.
But won't, because, you know, they're gonna use the bug because it's gonna be like an emergency.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we are getting slaughtered. This is worse than Kid Buu. They know it's gonna be worse than Kid Buu. Like once it happens, and they're gonna be like, all right, Goku's like, I got this fusion bug. Let's eat it. And either Vegito or we do get a brand new character, and it's weird.
Yeah, I think whatever's going to happen is going to be the fusion that ends Majin Buu or whatever it is,
Yeah.
because they need that power boost and then they're going to kill it.
Yeah, the fusion is going to be the thing that kills it. And I also wouldn't be surprised if it's Kid Goku and Kid Vegeta or Mini or whatever you want to call them from Daima eat the fusion bug and they become adult-sized again. Wouldn't be surprised either. I would not be surprised if that's the case. Though this is a dumb theory.
Yeah, because it does show that they grow.
Yeah. It's a dumb theory, but hell, bring Gohan in and let the three of them fuse. Or let Goku Gohan fuse and give us that Go-Gohan-Ku. It's a terrible name, and I love it.
I mean, that would be cool, though.
But like, yeah, give us the fusion we never got in the Buu Saga. And you just have it be like Super Saiyan 2 Kid Gohan from the Cell Saga teaming up with a Kid Goku to fuse.
Yeah. I was going to say, if it ain't like Vegito, I mean, yeah, it would suck to see a one-time fusion thing, but I could see him doing that kind of still.
Oh, if it is a one-time fusion character, I hope they find a way to tie in going to the Demon Realm. Maybe that's where Frieza spent his time transforming into Black Frieza.
Maybe
maybe he found Warp Sama and sent him to the Demon Realm. Maybe. It is possible. Like that's like we don't know where Frieza was. We do know there's alternate hyperbolic time chamber level areas in the game in the world because of the Moreau arc. But like, what if it was in the Demon Realm? What if it's the Demon Realm?
Or he went either in that area, or some form of hyperbolic time chamber.
Yeah. I mean, we know that there's a hyperbolic time chamber, a room of spirit and time on other planets from the Moreau arc. Because Beerus and Goku trained in there. To train Ultra Instinct. Like, we know that's canon. So that's probably where Frieza was. But with the introduction of the Demon Realm being, like, an alternate realm that you can access through Warp Sama.
Yep.
Frieza doesn't need a spaceship. He could breathe in space. So, like, he could straight up just fly to Warp Sama and be like, open up or die.
That's true.
Like, that... And they, like, oh, Frieza's new base of operation is the Demon Realm. Because with the death of Goma, Frieza has become the overlord of hell. Hold on, I know I'm writing some fan fiction here, but damn, I would read that. I would enjoy that.
Yeah, Frieza could do that.
I would enjoy that a lot. And then you get to see that fusion come back because they go to the Demon Realm and they use the fusion, the bug. And they get to do it like in Evolution Blue and Blue Kaioken or UI and Ultra Ego. It'd be so dope. Fan fiction, fan service.
Have you seen the Vegito, the God Killer? Have you seen that one?
I've seen the art of the God Killer Vegito, yeah.
That's pretty good fan fiction, too.
It is. It also kind of ties into, like, the whole Frieza becomes a god of destruction of one of the Revived Universes plots from Kakume. But, like, you make him the Demon King Frieza instead. But, that said, guys, thank y'all for watching. We're going to wrap the video here. Go check out Pure Brutality's channel down in the description below. And tell me what you think in the comments. Who do you want to see? Do you want to see any of the things we've talked about here? Do you want to see something different? Let me know down below. Let Brutal know down below.
Yep.
And maybe we'll have a part 2 discussion on Brutal's channel after New Year's celebration is revealed.
We can do something like that.
Do a little, like, once we get some more information and know what the New Year's is, we should do a part 2 on your channel and like really get into the juice of what we talked about here, what you're going to talk about in your next video, and then like bring it all around.
Full circle, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess with that said, anything you want to say to the people at home?
Hope y'all enjoyed hearing us yap for a while. I mean, we made some really great points too. I think anything is pretty much on the table. I think, like, we both agree that Majin Buu Saga is the
Number
highest
one
possibility. Part 2 can be multiple things, but I'm curious to see if anybody else, if you're watching this, has any other ideas from what you said or we talked about, because I like to hear those. So thank you all for watching Stark's videos, and I hope you all enjoyed.
Peace.
Peace.